do it.
يقول ماني من
I
restart the game.
won't do it. And the timer stopped.
توقفت
Does that
الساعة.
mean
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله، معكم أحمد من قناة EXE تيم ومقطع جديد. المقطع هذا زي ما أنتم شايفين you are playing this the ستانلي اسم الشخص ستانلي برابل الظاهر موعظات إن كان أو ممكن موعظات ستانلي. اللعبة راح تشوفونها شوي غريبة اللعبة لكن راح تعجبكم. فكرة اللعبة كأن راوي أنت تسمعه بعقلك يقول لك أنت رحت مع الباب ذا، أنت لك الخيار تروح مع الباب اللي هو قال لك أو تغير رأيك. بالنهاية كأنك محبوس بمكان تحاول تطلع. نشوف اللعبة سوا.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
قصة ستانلي.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons.
موظف 427 في وظيفة يضغط أزرار ودائما المراقبة عليه.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
ستانلي كان سعيدا.
And then one day something very peculiar happened.
شيء
Something
غريب.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
شيء
He had
لا
been at his
ينساه.
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
يقول اليوم ده ما في أي طلب جاء عنده.
Call a meeting or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
بديه اللعبة الحين يقول لي قام من مكتبه ستانلي، قام ما في أحد، ما في أي أوردر، ما في أحد قال له هاي المكاتب كلها فاضية، يعني يوم غريب. قال لي إنه قام ستانلي وطلع مع الباب. بس طيب أنا ما أبغى أطلع مع الباب، أنا ستانلي بقعد اليوم كله، مو لازم أطيعه. ولا إيش رأيكم أطيعه؟ والله ما في إلا طلع، يلا طلع أنا.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
كلهم.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
يقول ستانلي راح الميتنج روم، يمكن فقد شيء مذكرة أو شيء. طيب خلني أفتح يمكن في شيء.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
يقول مهما بحثت ما تقدر تقول تلقى.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
يقول ستانلي لمس كل شيء بس ما راح يسوي فرق. خلنا نشوف. في شيء ورا الباب؟ لا ما في شيء ورا الباب.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
يقول دخل الباب اليسار. أنا أبغى أروح مع باب اليسار. طب أنا ما أبغى أروح مع باب اليسار. إيش رأيكم أسمع كلامه ولا لا؟ يا أخي ما أدري أحس يضحك علي. يمين.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
يقول ستانلي يدري إنه ما هو طريق الميتنج روم. بيبان مسكرة كلها.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all. just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
ما أبغى أقعد ما أبغى أقعد.
Stanley simply stood here, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
يقول لي بستانلي قطعت كلامه، قال لي ستانلي راح يتعجب الروم، قلت لا ما أبغى أتعجب الروم، طلعت. قال لي يتدخل أول باب مفتوح على اليسار. تبغون نسمع كلامه؟ خلينا نشوف الباب. يلا بروح معه.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
يقول باك رجع للطريق للأوبوزيت دور، لا ما أبغى بنزل من هنا. عناد زين. ما تعلمني وين أروح، أنا أروح بكيفي.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
لخبطت فيه.
It's, left.
لخبطت فيه، قام يفكر وين أروح. قال راح لفت. طيب ما في، بشوف أبعاند. مش كان ما خلى لي يمكن جاء العناد. صار لازم اروح.
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
يقول لا غلطان انا اليمين.
No.
استهبل علي.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
جالس يفكر عباطئ. شاف يستعبط علي وش قام يستعبط علي.
We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
يقول هذا الطريق. كأنه فتح خريطة وتأكد. طب أنا بروح مع اليسار. أوكي. ما في مجال يعني إلا أمشي من هنا.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
لا ما في close your eyes.
Okay, we just have to get back to
من هو اللي مطرود؟ أنا رقم 437 وين 43؟
The whole story completely unusable.
47 كم رقمي أنا؟
My time trying to salvage
أبى
this
أشوف.
nonsense. We'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
رجعني. يقول لا المكان ده يستهبل علي.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
ما
memo.
راح أسمع كلامه ولا بحاجة المرفع ذا.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game.
طيب عندنا الجيم بفرض البابين فتحات ما انفتحات.
Oh, did something change?
شيء تغير.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
إلا حسمعي
Did you
هو.
move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's...
يقول ليش أسألك أنا اللي قلت القصة شلون لخبط.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
طاعني قال يلا يا ستانلي خذ راحتك انطلق. لحست مخ من أول مرة. أنا دخلت مع الباب اليمين المرة اللي فاتت. خلنا نروح مع باب هذا ما راح نفعه. سكت ما عاد يفتح فمه يبي يفك مني. بتاع
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
يقول شكلك أسوأ مغامرة نعيد اللعبة من جديد.
It's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
رجعني من جديد يستهبل علي.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
بيرجع يستهبل علي ثاني مرة. يقول روح الميتنج روم.
Okay, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
في شيء فاتنا، يقول ارجع، يقول اكيد في شيء فاتنا. لحست. حسب اني اسكر علي، انا اللي سكرت. اف في شيء فاتنا.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
مكتب يتحول ممر.
No, wait. Never mind.
سكر.
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
يستهبل علي كل شوي، ارجع ارجع ارجع. اتغير. فيلم رعب ذا.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
يقول ما
Is
أعرف
this the
المكان
story?
هذا.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
نسى اللي كنا
You
نسوي.
win! Congratulations!
لاحظت بخقني يلا بس.
It really paid off, so good job. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
سحب
You both
كلامه.
know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one
يقول
of
ما
those
تستحق
situations.
الفوز، ما فزت بجدارة.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
رجع لي من جديد، سحب الفوز، رجع لي من جديد.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Adventure Line،
Just
طريق
follow the
المغامرة.
line. How simple is that?
يقول اتبع الخط، ما أبسط شيء. لا ما نتابع الخط. أبرجع أشوف البيبان، في بيبان.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
يقول لا اتبع الخط، يقول أنا انتهيت، ما راح أسوي أي قصة. أنا ظهري بيجبرني على خطك الزبال ذا.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
يقول
Onward,
اللاين
Stanley,
عارف وين
to destiny.
القصة.
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is
يقول
inevitably
قصتنا
counted
قصة
into
من
being
دون
by the very manifestation of the nature of life
شلون
itself?
أشرحها لكم
Okay,
يعني.
Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
يقول هل القصة من دون وجهة تعتبر قصة؟ مغامراتنا ذي.
of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
طلعت برا الخط، يا أخي أحب العناد أنا.
experience of your existence rests inside of your
رجعني.
subjective experience of this office. Is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
يقول الموسيقى عشان تستانس. الخط هذا لا. وش الخط هذا؟ استفهامات. أبى أتبع الخط، ما أقدر أتبع. لا. لا رهيب الدقة.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Go back and
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
يقول this فern النبتة ولا وش فern؟ ماني فاهم ايش معنى فern. يقول مهمة للقصة ودرسها جيدا. أنا ليش أسمع كلامه؟ أنتوا خطك.
We're back at the office?
رجعنا.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
القصة؟ ما في قصة، ضاعت القصة. القصة ما في. يحاول يوخرني على المكتب، الخط رجع لي هنا.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
ريستارت تاني مرة.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
يقول انسى طريق المغامرة.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all
نسوي
sounds
مغامرتنا
perfect.
الخاصة.
Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
يقول نهيمه على وجهنا wandering. يلا مع.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our
يقول
story
طريق
to
نيو
be?
ستوري.
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
يلا نستعمل مخيلتنا.
Oh, no, not you
الخط.
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No
يقول ما
lines
بي أي
or
دور
monitors.
للخط
Just add
بقصتنا
emojis.
الجميلة.
We should be fine.
نطنش الخط. يقول سوف نكون بخير إن شاء الله.
Ah, a choice.
A
We get
choice.
to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How
تحت
important we
تحكمها.
mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
يبي
Okay. So I
يقول
know that each
بفكر دور
story
عشان
has to
أفكر.
lead somewhere.
ماني
Which
داعي.
means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse
ما أبغى
door
دور.
that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking
ما
the
أبغى
right
دور.
door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
قدرنا. يقول الباب الرقم يمين. والله قام يشرح ما فهمت منه ولا حاجة. آخر شيء قال الباب رقم اليمين. نروح مع باب اليمين. وش السالفة؟
Hold up, what's
You have
this?
been this confused ending for
The confusion ending.
16 دقيقة.
Me- That's what this is. It's all one giant ending. And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this
هذه النهاية المشوشة.
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what?
غبر
Am I just
محلوت.
supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes
يقول
blank
restart.
simply
احنا
because
restart
it's
7
written
مرات.
here on
يقول
this-
لازم start
this
again.
thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's
يقول
going
ما
on.
يبغى الجيم
I
تعيد
don't want to be
ريستارت كل
trapped
شوي.
like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I
يقول ما
won't
أني من
do it.
restart the
I
game.
won't do it. And the timer stopped.
توقفت
Does that
الساعة.
mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone
يقول هل
come first?
كسرنا الحلقة؟ يقول هل كيف ندري؟
So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
يقول هذه قصتنا
Sure if
ننتظر.
we're in the destination or the journey, though they're all
لحظة
saying
مخ.
that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do happen to have a...
ريستارت. عاد من البداية. دقة مرعبة.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
أبى أسمع كلامه. ميتنج روم ميتنج روم. أنا خفت صراحة. تبي ميتنج روم؟ رحنا ميتنج روم. أبى باليسار
Stanley
صح؟
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
لفت ما أقول لك شيء خلاص.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
يقول ما
In a
فيه.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he
طريق
might find an
المدير.
answer there.
أب نروح فوق ولا
Coming to
تبي؟
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
طريق المدير. أب ما أقول لك شيء. طريق المدير. وين المدير؟ المدير يا مدير وينك؟ هذا السكرتير المدير.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
ما في أحد.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the
أسرار
boss's
مظلمة.
desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
بسمع كلامه. أنا خفت ما
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
في طريق جديد. وش اللعبة ذي؟ ضغط الزر صح. خيره. حسيت مخ اللعبة.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This
يقول يفكر
question
بعمله
would never
وهدفه
answer
في الحياة. يقول ليش يفكر الحين؟ من عذرك تفكر الحين وش السالفة؟
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Mind
door
control
that read
facility.
Mind control facility.
اسكيب. مايند كنترول. والله اني ودي انحاش. اسكيب بس هونا ما نبي نلعب اللعبة.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
موت.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
يقول إذا كملت طريقك في الموت
At this
النهائي.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
رعب. شكلي مت. ما مت.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
بتعفصني ذي.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from
يتكلم عن موتي.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end.
ما كسب، مات يقول قبل موته. انقذ، سوي شيء. وقف.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
لا 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 لا. أوف. This is Stanley.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Start the game again.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
يقول ميت من البداية أساسا. مع العموم الصراحة اللعبة لحست مخ. إلى هنا ينهي المقطع. يعطيكم العافية على المتابعة، وإذا حابين نجرب تجاربات أكثر على اللعبة ممكن نفوز. أنا صراحة عجزت، اختياراتي كلها مضروبة. على العموم يعطيكم العافية على المتابعة، وأتمنى يكون المقطع عجبكم، ومع السلامة.